What started as a simple moment with an adorable dog quickly became something ARMY couldn't stop talking about. As Jungkook's eyes stayed locked on the beautiful Dalmatian, one unexpected gesture instantly stole the spotlight. Jin quietly wrapped his arms around Jungkook from behind, creating a heartwarming scene that fans couldn't stop replaying. Was it just a sweet, spontaneous moment? Or was there something even more meaningful hidden behind that hug? The closer fans looked, the more details they noticed, and one tiny reaction changed everything. Stay until the end, because this unforgettable Jinkook moment might be even sweeter than it first appeared. There are moments that become unforgettable not because of loud words or dramatic actions, but because they reveal something genuine in the simplest way possible. That is exactly what fans felt when Jin and Jungkook shared this quiet interaction with an adorable Dalmatian. At first, it looked like just another behind-the-scenes photo. Nothing unusual. Nothing that seemed destined to spread across social media. But within minutes, ARMY began noticing one tiny detail that completely changed the way they looked at the picture. Jungkook's attention never seemed to leave the dog. His expression appeared calm, soft, and completely absorbed by the Dalmatian sitting peacefully in front of him. Anyone who has followed Jungkook for years knows that he has always shown a special affection for dogs. Whether spending time with his own pets or stopping to interact with animals during schedules, those moments often reveal one of the most natural sides of his personality. This photo seemed to capture that same warmth once again. But then everyone's eyes shifted somewhere else. Standing closely behind Jungkook, Jin gently wrapped his arms around him, creating a scene that instantly became the center of attention. There were no exaggerated poses, no attempt to steal the spotlight, and no staged expressions. Instead, the embrace felt effortless, making fans wonder whether this was one of those rare moments that simply happened naturally between two people who have spent years growing together. That single hug quickly became the topic of countless discussions. Some fans focused on Jungkook's peaceful expression, while others couldn't stop talking about Jin's gentle smile as he stayed close behind him. Many described the picture as comforting rather than dramatic, saying it reminded them why these small interactions often leave a stronger impression than carefully planned performances. As the image continued circulating online, fans began zooming in, looking at every tiny detail. The way Jungkook remained completely focused on the Dalmatian, the relaxed posture between both members, the calm atmosphere surrounding the entire photo shoot. None of it appeared forced. Instead, it looked like a candid moment that photographers happened to capture at exactly the right second. What made the scene even more memorable was the contrast between the playful subject and the quiet emotion behind it. A simple dog became the reason for one of the sweetest interactions fans had seen in a long time. It wasn't about grand gestures or dramatic headlines. It was about comfort, trust, and a friendship that has been built through years of shared experiences. Many longtime ARMY pointed out that this is exactly why moments like these become so meaningful. On stage, Jin and Jungkook are global superstars performing for millions of people. But off-stage, brief moments like this remind fans that they can still enjoy ordinary things together, whether it's laughing, relaxing, or simply admiring an animal that catches their attention. The more people looked at the photo, the more questions appeared. Did Jin notice how fascinated Jungkook was by the Dalmatian before giving him the hug? Was it a spontaneous reaction to the adorable dog? Or was it simply another example of the comfortable bond they have built over the years? No one can know for certain from a single image, and perhaps that mystery is exactly what makes the moment so captivating. Sometimes the most unforgettable memories are created without anyone realizing it at the time.
No speeches.
No cameras demanding attention. Just one quiet embrace, one curious glance toward a beautiful Dalmatian, and one photograph that continues to make fans smile every time they see it. Perhaps that is why this moment refuses to disappear from everyone's timeline. Because every person who looks at it seems to discover a different story hidden inside the same frame. And maybe that is the real reason ARMY simply cannot stop talking about it. As the photo continued spreading across social media, something unexpected happened. Fans who had initially stopped to admire the adorable Dalmatian suddenly found themselves paying much closer attention to Jin and Jungkook instead. The dog may have captured everyone's attention first, but it was the quiet interaction between the two BTS members that became the real story. At first glance, everything seemed ordinary. Jungkook appeared completely fascinated by the Dalmatian standing in front of him. His expression looked relaxed, almost as if the rest of the world had disappeared for a moment. Anyone familiar with Jungkook knows he has often shown affection toward dogs, so seeing him naturally drawn to one didn't surprise longtime fans. What surprised them was what happened behind him. That single embrace immediately sparked countless conversations across the fandom. Some people described it as one of the sweetest candid moments they had seen in a long time. Others wondered whether Jin simply reacted to Jungkook's excitement over the dog, or whether it was another example of the comfortable friendship the two have built over many years together. The truth is, only they know exactly what happened in that moment. Yet sometimes the mystery makes a memory even more meaningful. As fans continued examining the picture, more details began standing out. Jungkook never seemed distracted by the cameras around him. His attention remained on the Dalmatian, while Jin appeared completely comfortable standing close beside him. The atmosphere felt peaceful, almost like everyone had forgotten they were being photographed. That natural feeling is exactly what many fans believe makes the image so unforgettable. In an industry filled with carefully planned performances and perfectly rehearsed stages, candid moments often become the ones people treasure the most. They remind fans that behind the lights, the music, and the global success are 7 people who still enjoy life's simplest experiences. For Jin and Jungkook, this wasn't a concert or an award show. There was no audience waiting for a speech or performance. It was simply a brief encounter with a friendly dog that unexpectedly turned into one of the most talked about moments among ARMY. As more people shared the image, different interpretations continued appearing. Some focused on Jungkook's genuine happiness around the Dalmatian. Others couldn't stop talking about Jin's warm gesture. Many believed the hug represented nothing more than a comfortable friendship, while others simply appreciated how naturally the moment unfolded without feeling staged. Perhaps that is why the photograph feels so different from many other celebrity pictures. Nothing about it asks for attention. Instead, the attention comes naturally. Every time someone looks at the image again, another tiny detail seems to appear. The calm expressions, the relaxed body language, the peaceful atmosphere surrounding everyone in the frame. It becomes less about one hug and more about the feeling the picture creates. That feeling is difficult to describe, but fans seem to recognize it immediately. It is the feeling of comfort. It is the feeling of trust. It is the feeling of people enjoying a quiet moment together without realizing thousands, or even millions, of others would eventually see it. Maybe that is why this photo continues to resurface long after it was first shared. Not because something dramatic happened, but because nothing dramatic needed to happen. One curious look at a beautiful Dalmatian. One gentle hug from behind. One perfectly timed photograph. And somehow, those simple seconds became a memory that fans still cannot stop talking about. But perhaps the biggest question remains unanswered. If this single candid moment touched so many people around the world, how many equally meaningful moments have Jin and Jungkook shared over the years that no camera ever managed to capture? That unanswered question may be the reason this image continues to leave such a lasting impression every time fans see it again. Just when fans thought they had already discovered every detail hidden inside this heartwarming photo, another conversation began to spread. It wasn't about the Dalmatian anymore. It wasn't even entirely about the hug. Instead, people started talking about something much harder to explain, the feeling that the moment created. Some photographs tell a complete story in a single glance. Others become more meaningful every time you look at them. This was one of those rare pictures. The longer fans observed it, the more they realized that no one in the frame seemed to be trying to create a viral moment. Jungkook remained completely focused on the dog standing in front of him. His relaxed smile reflected the kind of happiness that can't be rehearsed. It was quiet, sincere, and completely natural. Behind him, Jin seemed equally relaxed. His gentle embrace didn't interrupt Jungkook's moment. Instead, it almost looked as though he was sharing it with him. Without saying a single word, the photo captured something that many fans described as warmth rather than excitement. That difference mattered. In today's world, people often expect memorable moments to be loud and dramatic. Yet this image became unforgettable for exactly the opposite reason. Nothing happened quickly. Nothing demanded attention. Everything unfolded naturally. Perhaps that is why millions of fans found themselves staring at the same photograph much longer than they expected. Some noticed how comfortable Jungkook appeared, completely unconcerned about the cameras around him. Others focused on Jin's calm expression, suggesting that the hug reflected the easy friendship the members have built after spending so many years together. Of course, no one outside that moment can know exactly what either of them was thinking. A single photograph cannot reveal private thoughts or conversations. Yet that uncertainty only encouraged fans to appreciate the image for what it clearly showed, a quiet, affectionate interaction that many people found touching. As discussions continued online, fans began sharing similar memories from previous years. They remembered other occasions when the BTS members naturally looked after one another during rehearsals, concerts, interviews, and behind-the-scenes content. None of those moments needed dramatic explanations. Together, they painted a picture of a team that has spent countless years supporting each other through extraordinary experiences. That history gave this simple hug even greater emotional weight. For newer fans, it was simply an adorable interaction. For a longtime ARMY, it felt like another chapter in a friendship they had watched grow over more than a decade. Then another detail caught people's attention. Sometimes the smallest details become the biggest memories. Not because they are spectacular, but because they feel real. That authenticity is difficult to manufacture and perhaps impossible to replace. As the image continued circulating across social media, one question quietly remained in the minds of many fans. If one ordinary encounter with a friendly dog could reveal such a comforting side of Jin and Jungkook, how many similar moments happen every day when cameras are no longer watching? Maybe there are countless conversations, laughs, and quiet gestures that the public will never see. Maybe this photograph is simply one rare window into those ordinary moments. And perhaps that is exactly why fans continue returning to it. Not searching for hidden secrets, not looking for dramatic theories, simply hoping to experience that same feeling of warmth one more time. Because sometimes the most unforgettable memories are not created by extraordinary events. They are created by ordinary moments shared between extraordinary people. And that may be the real reason this simple hug, this curious glance toward a Dalmatian, and this single photograph continue to leave such a lasting impression long after the moment itself has passed.